Got that shit in there and
From the 757 to the 713, where you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
Da, 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 da. It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the
Da, 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 da.
Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. Hold on, let me get this bad boy up a little bit. There we go. Now we're cooking with some gas. What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing today? I know I got a little too crazy last episode, and we're back to regularly scheduled programming. All right, we're back. Okay, so but if you don't know, today I haven't done it this week yet, but it is Bleach Day. We are going to be talking about Bleach. Okay, Bleach. 1,000 Years Blood War. We're talking about the 4th episode. And then also we will be talking about the 4th episode of the original series. Right? Yeah, we're at the 4th. Pretty sure we're on 4 episodes. Numbers have escaped me. Okay, sorry, I'm doing this very late today. Okay, oh damn, trying to get this chair to just, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, so that is the episode for today, and once again, as you probably should know and already know, there is nothing but spoilers in this thing. Okay, I there's just nothing but it. I'm just giving you guys spoilers on top of spoilers on top of other spoilers and spoilers after that. Okay, just please bear with me. If you have not, I'm telling y'all, go check these shows out. I mean, I'm suggesting, as I do these reviews, you should go watch the episodes also if you're enjoying it. And if hopefully I've piqued your interest into watching Bleach, and go check it out, and hopefully you like it visually, and then be like, wow, Andrew did talk about this in his own voice, in his own words, and killed it. And hopefully that's the case. That'll be great. Yeah. So we're talking about Bleach today. So those 2 episodes that happened, and here we are. Well, let's go. So where you can find the Cruising Podcast. So on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also where you find latest updates to the show. So on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. Let me push the glasses up. Oh yeah. We're here. Okay. Episode 4 of the original series. Now, I know you guys are seeing like titles for these shows. I keep telling you guys this every week. I mean, probably told you guys this too many times per week, but this will be the last time I say this. 1,000 Year Blood War is the only one that has titles. Okay. Bleach really was just the original series is just going by episodes. Bleach episode blah blah blah. So this is Bleach episode 4. Okay. Great episode, first of all. Fantastic. It's a heartstrings episode, to tell you the truth. As you guys know, we left off with Chad and Rukia about to fight a hollow, very strong hollow at this. You find out throughout this whole episode is that this hollow has been following around this what I want to say is a parakeet. I don't know what type of bird it is. Cool ass bird. I mean, it's a bird that can talk. Okay, and the reason why this hollow has been following this kid around is the most disgusting reason of all fucking. It's up there. It's pretty bad. It's a very bad reason for following this person. But I'm going to start. It's not like it's not like what you think it is. It's actually it's a sad story. It's a completely sad story. I'll get there in a second. We see that Rukia hits him with his keto. No, yeah, it's a Hido. Motherfucker. Y'all know me, man. It hits him. She thinks that she got her power back. That was a lie. He was like, I eat those, homie. I eat those. And as he's about to mount an attack, Chad punches him in the face. Rukia is like, okay, so he can see spirits too. And the first thing you hear from Chad is, "All right, I hit something. All right." And she's like, "Wait, you? Oh, he can't see because all of a sudden you just see Chad just punching in the air like this, trying to hit something again." It's a funny situation. That's actually the funny part of it. Like Chad throughout the whole time he can't see spirits yet, and he's over here trying to punch something that he can't see, and he got lucky the first time, and then the second time he gets lucky again, and Rukia is like, "Look, I'll be your eyes, and I'm just gonna tell you where to punch." This, and, they go through this whole little thing. At one point, he launches Rukia at him, and because this hollow can fly, and she was like, "Hey man, so he's up in the air, so we're gonna come up with a plan. I'm gonna use your brain, and I'm gonna use my brain, and we're gonna use my brawn." I was like, pretty much she called Chad stupid. I really didn't appreciate that, but she was right. She's actually has like hundreds to 200 years of knowledge underneath her belt. Yeah, she's lived for a very long time. And Chad launches her. He said, "Hey, new girl, are you sure you want me to do this?" She's like, "Yes." So she launches the attack, and this Hollow has a special power. This Hollow has a completely special. He has like these things called leech bombs. So he kind of like spits out these frogs that spit out leeches, and the leeches when makes a sound with his tongue, the tongue goes and blows up the leeches. Okay, so Rukia gets hit by him, and the dude, like this, like I said, this Hollow he was a terrible person before he died. And he was like, "Oh yeah, Soul Reapers look so good in red." And she's bleeding, by the way, and he says and that's exactly how his voice sounds in the American version. And yeah, it's very creepy. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, yeah. So we go into the story. So let me go into the story of why this Hollow has been following around this kid spirit, and he's following him around because he was a known serial killer, and his last kill was actually the kid's mother, and he describes how he kills her too, by the way. And like he tells you like he stabbed her so many different times, and as I guess as he was going for as I guess no, he did say, "I finished her off on the balcony, but at the last second, I feel somebody on my shoelaces, and he falls over the balcony, and that's how he dies." He's mad. He's mad that he got killed by a kid that grabbed his shoelaces, and due to the fact that he died, he even tells you, "I was mad, I was pissed off, and I wanted revenge." And so I think yes, what it was. He ate the kid's soul for killing him. Yes, he went back and took the kid's soul, ate it, and spit it back out as like he's told the kid, and sat there and lied to this child that I can bring your mom back. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do three missions for me, you bring me practically three souls. And that's why people have had bad luck whenever they pick up this bird, because he has this Hollow following him, killing them as, you know what I'm saying, as we go. And so we find out that Hollows can kill humans at any point, anytime. It doesn't even matter. It's just sad that he took away a young soul. It's horrible. And we're sitting here, we're watching, and he practically lied to the kid because he can't bring back the mom at all. He has no power to do that. And then he tells him that there's a place out there where you can be back together with her. It's a lie that he thinks it is, but it's true. The kid can go back to where his mom is, and I mean, can go to a place where his mom is, which is the Serete. Hopefully not in the Rukon district, because they're there. Oh shit. So we see him using the leech bombs. He actually, at one point, he holds the parakeet, or what the fuck is it? It's a bird. I don't know what type of bird, but it's a bird. And he holds it hostage. He actually puts the leech bombs all over the cage, and he tells Chad, if you swing one more punch, I'm gonna blow this fucker up. He said, but what you can do is step aside and let me play a little tag with the Soul Reaper. Creepy. Dude's creepy as shit. Like, this Soul, he doesn't even know, well, he probably does know that she's old, but at the same time, it's like, this is like a little smaller high schooler that this dude's like really little too much with her. He's like, we're gonna play a little game of tag. And so Rukia is like, look, step back, I got this. Okay, I'm still fast, I still Soul Reaper, I can do this. And he's like, okay. He's like, okay, new girl, you sure? All right, cool, all right, fuck it. And she starts to run. And by this time, Ichigo, let me go to Ichigo real quick. Ichigo's carrying his sister. He's telling us this whole thing about his sister. Apparently, Karin used to cry all the time. Karin is one of the more tougher characters on the show, but before their mom died, she sat there and she always cried all the time. And after, Yuzu took over the motherly duties, like doing all the cleaning and things like that, doing the housework. I'm sorry, not motherly duties. I'm sorry, that was fucking horrible. Well, that's Japan. That's kind of how they work. But doing all the duties of like cleaning the house, doing fucking dishes, things like that's pretty much what Yuzu ended up doing. And Karin just completely stopped crying. Like Karin, even like they said, he even said even when Karin broke her arm, she didn't cry. You know what I mean? She didn't want to be a burden to anybody else. So he said she must be really hurting if she's crying. And he's like, man, I'm gonna do everything in my power to take this pain away from his sister. And the game of tag is going not too well for Rukia. Actually, at some point, Rukia does get backed into a corner, and he's like, oh, so you give up? Yeah. And she's like, no, I actually planned this out because you're an idiot, and you decided to follow me here. He said, but she was like, I was just waiting for this moment, and Ichigo comes in and stomps the fucker in the head. No, doesn't mean he's dead, just means that he got stomped in the head. And she's like, yeah. He's like, look, man, you're trying to play tag with somebody that doesn't have any powers? What a pussy, pretty much. Like, you're a sorry piece of shit. And the Hollow was sat there, or Screecher. I'm sorry, the Hollow is called Screecher. And he's like, look, man, I really didn't think there was another fucking Soul Reaper around. Oh, you're a substitute? Oh, shit. He said, I did not think this through. And Ichigo was like, no, you didn't. I'm about to fuck your world up. And he's like, why don't you just play tag with me? And pretty much he forced the Hollow to have to play tag with him. The tag, let me tell y'all what the tag is that Screecher will do the little frog thingamajiggies and hit you with the leeches and blow the leeches up. Now, here is the problem with the story. Let me there's the only thing that have little bit. So he put the leeches on top of the bird cage. I'm trying to figure out why those never blew up whenever he did the screech. Never understood it. It's okay. We got this. So, at some point, this is about the end of the episode right now, he hits Ichigo with some of the leeches that can blow up. And Ichigo was like, oh. He said, oh, we're doing this. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. He said, so it does get a little weird. Ichigo does say some weird shit after this. Let me tell you, it's about to get weird. I'm just letting you guys know. Ichigo's like, oh, so you put these leeches in my hand, and the only way you can only way they can blow up is your little tongue thing, right? He's like, yeah. So he punches through Screecher's teeth, and he was like, yeah. He said, do the tongue thing. Do it right now. Yeah, I'm guessing. When he punched through, he grabbed the tongue, clearly, and he's like, do it. Come on. You're not going to do it? He said, well, if you're not going to use your tongue, I guess you just don't need it. And rips the tongue out of his mouth. Now, listen, I was saying the whole time, wow, I can't believe he said this stuff. And I was saying for him, no diddy. You should probably reevaluate some of the words that you were using in that situation, Ichigo. But it's fine. We understand. It was the most hardest shit ever, I guess. And so he was like, oh, well, I'm just going to rip your tongue out. rips the fucker's tongue out and slices him in the head. Boom, it's over. This guy's, the Hollow is dead. He's done. He's gone, and that's it for him. Until they see these big ass gates come out of the fucking sky, and they have like skulls on each side, and they like it's like refusing to open up. It's like a little lock on it, and it's like, and Ruki is like, hey, so most of the time, let me tell you something. Most of the time, when a Hollow dies, they, you know what I mean, they pass on. But she was like, that's if that's a good person. But it's the things that he did while he was alive that makes him a horrible person. And so he's going to hell. And yes, that's what happened. It was actually, when I first saw it, I was kind of watching that night because I was a pussy, and it was a little scary. I ain't gonna lie. The way they made it look was very scary, and you're sitting here, you're just watching like these gates open up and take this soul to hell. Clearly, the little only fucked up thing that I saw. Okay, this is really fucked up to me. Is that one of the spikes? I think the only spike that they had was stabbed around the dick area. Okay, and they didn't have to show that. They could have put it like in his chest, maybe in his arm, look like a little meat lever. No, they put it in the middle of his body, where the peen would be. I would think if he had a penis, that's where it would be. And I thought that was a little fucked up. But also, this whole episode had a lot of sexual innuendos going on to it, and I didn't appreciate it a little bit. I was just like, what's going on? What happened? These are high schoolers. Well, then again, when I was in high school, I said a lot of sex jokes too. Let's just be real. But what's crazy is this show is in 2004. Just putting it out there. Me and Ichigo are the same age, so you're welcome. You know what I mean? That is all I can really say. And he's a Cancer, so I mean, it's just what the fuck we do, man. Not sex jokes. I'm not telling the dude do that thing with your tongue. That's a little weird for me. But he definitely told him that, and ripped the guy's tongue out. It was fucking amazing. And at the end, they pretty much have the kid pass on. They told him, look, man, your mom's gonna be over there. Don't worry. All those other bullshit that dude was talking about, I don't know what it is, but we're telling you right now, when we do the console, you know, you're gonna pass on and you're gonna go to a beautiful place. That's pretty much what Rukia tells him. And then at the end of it, you see Kari in the bed, crying, stop crying, and was like, "Thank you, Ichigo, thank you." And that tugs at your heartstrings a little bit, man. That just really does. Like, that whole episode was so fucking good. It was a great episode. You got, like I'm telling you guys, go check it out. The character development of Chad, the story, why it's happening, all of it, man. Just Ichigo's development as more of a Soul Reaper. Pretty much he's a cocky motherfucker, dog. And at one point, it's just like Ruki is like, "Oh, you actually care about me." He's like, "Well, I guess I do." I love it. It's good. And it had a little spice of comedy too. So, I ain't gonna lie, I did laugh the first time I heard him say, "Man, I was dead, I was pissed, and I wanted revenge." Now, him killing the kid, that was a little fucked. I ain't gonna lie to you. That part of the story was a little fucked. So, yeah, man, if you guys get a chance, episode 4 of the original Bleach series, that is the introduction. The episode 3 and 4 are the introduction of Chad. And you guys are going to love Chad, I promise. Not the full introduction of Chad, by the way. It's just you're meeting Chad. That's all you're doing. You don't have his backstory yet. His backstory is fucking awesome. But that is your introduction to him. And also you get introduced to like what more things that Hollows can do. Of course, they have more powers. This one was talking a lot of shit. So, yeah, man, that was episode 4. I'm sorry, that was episode 4 of the original series. So now we're going to go to episode 4 of 1,000 Years Blood Motherfucking War. Okay, let me tell y'all something real quick, man. This show's getting better and better and fucking better. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you are listening to this part right now, you have to understand that I've watched all 200 and some odd, through almost 300, well, way more than 300 episodes of this show. You have to understand, and movies, and I've watched all the fucking movies. So I just want y'all to understand how strong fucking Aizen is. So what happens is yeah, damn it, yo, I had it. I fucking had his name. Yaba. Yeah, Yahoo. You can kind of see it in the. I want to do this again, man. I really didn't want to do this, but we're gonna do this. But as I'm talking, as we're doing this, he finally absorbs all of he finally absorbs all of the Soul King's. Well, not. I'm sorry. He starts to absorb. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I don't know why I just did that. I hate this. Sorry, y'all. But Yuhaba. Yuhaba. Okay, cool. That yeah, actually yeah, that's literally how they say it in the show. Yuhaba has now absorbed is starting to absorb the powers of the Soul King. And he unleashes these little fucking of course, episode 4 of the original series has leeches. This one kind of has like these little eyeball things that have like teeth on them and everything like that. He sends them down to the Sirete. So he has started to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to get his powers. And they're attacking the Soul Reapers. The Soul Reapers are starting to hack and slash at them, try to keep them away from the lab. And pretty much the lab is literally the last like sustaining place in the in the fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just gonna keep saying the Serete. I'm sorry, the last remaining stronghold that they have. And they're hacking and slashing away, and they're not doing anything to these things. Like, these things are still coming. Like, I don't even think they were destroying them while they were hacking and slashing them. It just wasn't even keeping them back. And the next thing you know is that you see just this big ass explosion, and a chair is down there. Now, if you guys don't remember, the last time we saw Aizen, he has been in a chair. So he sat there and he said, "How pathetic. You fuckers, all you had to do was kill them with your spiritual pressure. All you had to do was use your spiritual pressure and they just explode." Of course, he uses the spiritual pressure that he kind of has and explodes them. So we're sitting here watching and we're just like, yo, y'all could have made this y'all made this so much harder than what it needed to be. And like, he killed a bunch of them by himself. And there's still more coming down. And Sunsui's like, they're like, yo, how is Aizen out right now? Like, no, I'm sorry, not Sunsui. Ruki is like, wait, hold on. The fuck are you doing down here? Wait, you're not supposed to be here. But what are we doing here? Hey, excuse me. Who let you out? And Sunsui says, I let him out. By the way, Sunsui's new head captain of 13 Court Guard squads, by the way. And he's like, I let him out. The fuck do you think? Who do you think? I'm the only one with the power to let him out, you fucks. So they were like, why? And I love the explanation that he uses. He says, look, listen, we can't fight this. We can't do this fight with honor. Clearly, when we have tried to do it with honor, as you can see, we're getting our asses whooped. Look around you, you stupid fucks. They whooped our ass. They came into our home field and fucked it up bad. Okay, this is fucked up. Y'all don't see this? Our last remaining stronghold is the lab. Is Kurosuke's fucking lab. That's the last thing we got. In my little chambers, but I don't want you fucking fuckers near it. So he's just like, so we have to fight evil with evil. We got to. We got to match it. And who is the epitome of evil in the Bleach universe? Captain Aizen. Sosuke fucking Aizen. By the way, I would like to do a little side note real quick. Nope, we're not gonna do it. So Sosuke Aizen's like, so since we got that out of the way, since everybody knows why I'm here and why, what the fuck's going on, can you get me out of these restraints and out of this chair so I can use my full powers? And Southern Sweet's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Sorry, that's definitely not fucking gonna happen. Why the fuck would I unleash you upon the earth, upon this land, before I even tried any other shit? He said, plus, you're so you're so fuck, what is it? I don't know the word. You're so self-reliant. Oh, you want to stay alive so much that you're not going to let these fuckers kill you anyway from the chair. I said, I'm pretty sure that you can kill them by yourself. And guess what he does? They're coming, all of them are coming straight down to him, and he blows them all up again. Like, there just pretty much makes a whole little shield around them, and it's like, nah, yeah, do that. He's like, yo, I can only do but so much from this chair. You do know this, right? And Kurosuke Tsuchi comes out. He's like, yeah, you can. He said, you know, the chair and the restraints are not supposed to eliminate your spiritual pressure. Actually, all they're supposed to do is suppress them towards your body. So the only places that he can actually use his spiritual pressure is around the chair, pretty much, is Aizen. By the way, if you guys have not watched the original series, you would know what the atrocities that fucking Aizen has done. So, he's like, yeah, man, that's the only thing you really fucking do. And so Sunsweet said, man, I'm sure you can find a way to use your powers from the chair. And he's like, just use, you know what I mean? We need to be able to stop these things. I know that you don't want these things touching you. And he was like, fuck, man. You's a bitch. Pretty much type shit. Like, fucking bitch. Kaido number 90. Kaido number 90. Sunsweet turns around. He feels like this electricity to him. He's like, everyone get back to the lab. He gets everybody back to the lab. All of a sudden, you see this little canopy starts to make its way up from Aizen. Aizen has this little canopy trying to like make sure he's protected, to make sure himself is protected. That's what the Kaido is. And so Sunsweet comes back out and he's like, all right, y'all, so we need to figure this out. What's the plan here? What's the rest of the plan here? Like, I know you have a plan, Aizen. Aizen's plan. This is Aizen's plan, because of course Aizen has to go to the fucking nuclear option at all points. He says, look, they're up at the Soul Palace. Let's just blow the fucking Soul Palace out, bring it down here, bring them to the same levels as us. Everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then all of a sudden, when he starts to try to put the plan in place, he gets hit by this weird thing. It looked like more restraints got put on him. And it's one of the Steinritters. It's one of the Steinritters that have been left behind. Yes, they were left behind. There's like 5 of them left. And he starts to talk his shit. Like, this Steinritter starts to talk. The main one starts talking his shit. He has black and white teeth, and I guess he can't see, but the only thing he can see is your spiritual pressure. And he also, with your spiritual pressure, can see the holes in it where he can attack you from. I mean, where he can hit you, where your hit points pretty much are. Sorry, 1 second. And he's talking his shit like, yeah, bitch, you're not gonna blow up. Yeah, he said, look, you're not going to take down the palace, okay, you stupid fuck. We're not going to let you do that because His Majesty is up there. He said, you think we're going to fuck you? You think you can stand a chance against us? Everybody start readying their swords and everything like that. Guess what happens next? Baz B shoots this fucker in the middle of his chest, in his back, and it goes through his chest. And he falls out. He's like, Baz B, what? And let me tell you something. So Sweet looks at him and he's like, so I'm confused. What the fuck was this? What just happened? Basby walks down and he's like, look, we're coming to help you guys. He said, now there is a price. We're gonna keep the other Stein Raiders away from y'all so you can do whatever fuck you need to do. And to get up to that palace. He said, I understand you guys don't want to shoot it down, but I'm telling you there is a price to this. And so he's like, so what's the price? Us going up there and me fucking killing this bastard for leaving us down here. It pretty much, they're pissed that they got left. and rightfully so. They pretty much got like lambs to the slaughter, so the rest of like the A team can go up there. So they're a little pissed about this. And Baz is like, look, man, I'm a little angry, and I kind of want to kill everything, and I want to fuck them up. He said, so we are doing a ceasefire. Okay, it's a ceasefire. We're not going to do anything. We're going to keep everybody off of you, and we're going to make sure that you guys, create whatever fuck you need to create. And of course, Kisuke's like, look, I can create this one gate. Okay, there's one fucking gate. There's only one thing I can do to get up there. Okay, and I need all the time in the fucking world to do it. So they were like, all right, we got you, dog. And then we get to the point where Sunsui has to give a speech. Now, when most animes after AOT has come out, I don't think anybody can match Captain Irwin's fucking speech at all. No one can. If you guys go back and go watch Attack on Titan, Captain Irwin's speech makes you want to run through a motherfucking brick wall. Now, the problem with Sunsui is that he's very, very laid back. He does not have the energy that Irwin has. He does not use that type of energy that Irwin. He's nonchalant. He's a very nonchalant captain, as is. Like when you first see him, like he doesn't want to kill the first person he fought. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, you're forcing me to do this. I don't want to do this. And so, it once again, it's a nonchalant talk, but it gets you fucking going. He's like, yeah, we're gonna kill everything up there. Yeah. And yeah, that was weird. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I'm sorry, guys. So Kisuke is telling him, hey, I'm telling you guys right now, this is possibly a one-way trip. There ain't no fucking way back down. He said this portal is only making a one-way trip. Soyphone, I love Soyphone. Soyphone is the best. Okay, Soyphone's the best. And as long as Yodoichi's up there, Soyphone's going up there no matter fucking what. She knows Yodoichi's up there. Fuck that noise. She's ready to tear down. She'll kill the world to get back to Yodoichi. So she's like, yo, we didn't ask you if this was a one-way trip. We already know that either we're not coming back or we're coming back. Doesn't really fucking matter. They pissed us off this much that we just want to just kill these fucks. So whatever you need from us, just fucking do it, because we already know. We have, and then Rukia was like, yeah, we have the same sentiment. Now, bitch, and you can just see Sunsui's like, motherfucker, I need you to speak up for me, motherfucker. I got this shit. So they were ready. So all the 13 core card squads are very pissed off right now. Mostly because Yamamoto got killed. So they're up there and they're just like, let's get it. Let's go. All of a sudden you see hurry. I love them, man. I love them, man. Like the visors, yo, I can't wait till y'all get to meet the visors. Oh my goodness, that whole group. And she's like, yeah, fuck, what's his name? Sheen asked him, hey man, where the fuck have y'all been at? I've been waiting. Hold on, now I just thought about it. Where y'all been at? And Hurry is sitting there saying, hey, fucker, we've been running your damn errands, okay? And we had to go get these supplies to make sure we can use this thing. And she pours out the substance. And Rukia is like, it's not wet. So let me pose a question to everyone. Is water wet? I don't know. I'm just this question for everyone else to answer. And if you guys get a chance, definitely go check it out. I mean, definitely, give an answer at this. Is water wet? I don't know. So she pours it out and she's like, oh, this is not even wet. What's going on? He was like, yeah, this is not. Kisuke's like, yeah, it's just a special substance that's going to help open up this portal pretty much. And so they open up the portal and they're ready to go through. Next thing we see is Ichigo waking up. Oh, no. We see Aizen talking shit. Aizen starts talking shit. They were like, yo, so you're just going to leave me down here to die? You see, he's like, yeah, pretty much I just needed you for one fucking thing. He said, you'll find your way out. I'm telling you, Aizen's just going to find his own way out. Sunsui just brought him out to like taking fresh air or some shit. I just don't understand it. And so he sits there. He's just like, man, oh, that's right. Aizen wakes up because he gets knocked out. And he's like, yo, how long was I out? He's like 5 minutes. He said, that is the longest I've been immobilized pretty much ever. He said it's the longest I've ever been immobilized. And I'm just sitting here watching. I'm just like, yo, Eisen is a fucking dog, yo. What? And they said that he pretty much was like, so you're not gonna let me out of here, huh? No, you're too fucking dangerous, dog. Like you're the nuke option. Like that's pretty much what you are. I brought you out here just so you can see you're nuclear option. That's all you are right now. That if we have to press the red button, we are all fucked right now. That's how bad this is. And he just starts to talk, and he's like, he says something about Ichigo, and all of a sudden you see Ichigo wake up. And he's like, now, we all knew that Ichigo was going to survive that fucking shot from Uryu. Okay, we knew this. Okay, let's pump our brakes a little bit. He wakes up and Odahime's up there, and she's like, "Ooh, thank goodness, Kurosaki-san." And he's like, "Anyway, I don't know why I guess they do last names. I guess that's the thing. I feel like the American version or the English dub, they're going to say their first name. I mean, yeah, they're definitely going to say their first name. He's going to be Orihime, and she's going to be like Ichigo, and he's like, it looks like she's going in for a kiss, but really she's passing out on him, or just saying, "Look, I'm very hungry," and like Yodoichi, Ganju, and Chad are sitting there like, "Yeah, man, she's been working all night, like fixing everybody's injuries." Apparently everybody fell out of the Soul Palace. Everybody got knocked out of the Soul Palace, and they're down to a lower level of the soul, like the little soul area. And so they're like, even Yodoichi, like, if you guys don't remember last episode, Yodoichi's arm got twisted in like a fucking pretzel. It was the nastiest sound ever. And she was like, she even fixed my arm. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's interesting. Like, all right, so just in case you guys don't know this yet, if you haven't watched the original series and you're following this, Otohime has healing power, has these things that can heal people and like exponentially quick. Okay, and it's a very, very important part, and especially in the Iran series, especially in the Iran arc. Once we get to the Iran, oh my gosh. Once we get to the Iran, oh shit, man, all bets are off. Okay, sorry, my bad. Continuing on. So he's like, yo, how pretty much Ichigo is trying to figure out how he survived the fall. And he looks around, he sees Cone on the ground. Cone, you meet Cone in episode either 5 or 6. Pretty sure it's 5. I think next episode in the original series is Cone's episode. Actually, that's the first episode I watched of Bleach. So I definitely cannot wait to talk about that. Cone has a fuck, what is it, yo? He's like a mod. He's a mod soul. Mod soul. That's what he is. So Cone's a mod soul. Cone is supposed to be able, like, he's like a little pill. Cone can take over a human's body as the human, or the Soul Reaper, as in Ichigo's case. He becomes the Soul Reaper, aka a soul, and Cone takes over his body, pretty much. So they use the same pill to put inside of a little stuffed teddy bear, in which Cone becomes alive. Okay, pretty much like a Chucky situation, I think. And Cone apparently can get big, and he saved Ichigo from the fall. That's pretty much all. He gets mad. He's like, "Hey man, I saved your life." You know what I mean? All the rest of this. He's like, they first thought he was dead. They were like, "Ah, oh, man, rest in peace, Stone. Thank you so much." And he's like, "What the fuck? I'm still alive, you fucks. What the hell? Like, y'all just counted me out like that, you bitches." And he pretty much was talking his shit. And then now at this point, Yodoichi's just like, "Look, we're gonna have to find our way back up there and get it popping. We're gonna get we need that second round with his ass." And all of a sudden, there is a tear in reality. And when I say tear, there's something coming through into the soul, into into the oh, fuck, man. I'm sorry guys, I'm very tired. That's probably why I cannot remember names right now. But that's coming to them. Okay, we're just gonna say that. There's a tear into the reality. And as the tear is coming out, he's like, "Hey, hold on. I know what that tear is." So, okay. So once again, if you have not watched, if you haven't watched the Iran Car arc, this tear is similar to a tear that comes from Waco Mundo. Like somebody come from Waco Mundo is coming to another world, and we start to see, and it's definitely an Espada. I'm sorry, there's so much going on right now. It's definitely a spotter, right? You're sitting there watching. He's like, "We've been waiting for you, bro. I've been waiting for this moment, and the moment is fucking here. It's Grimmjow Jagger Jack. What? It's fucking Grimmjow. Yo, it's fucking Grimmjow. Grimmjow says, "Hey," and Ichigo's like, "Grimmjow?" He's like, "Hey, Ichigo, long time no see." And then that's the end of the episode. Yo. Okay. Grimmjow and Ichigo have the best fucking fight. They have the best rivalry throughout this whole show. I thought it was going to be Ichigo and Renji. It's not. It's Ichigo and Grimmjow. And Grimmjow's about to come help them. Yes! Oh, fuckers. Oh my gosh, and it comes out tomorrow night. This is a wet dream. My gosh. Grimmjow's back. Grimmjow's back. Grimmjow is back, baby. This might be the name of the episode. Grimmjow's back. Actually, that's what it is. Grimmjow's back. Yes! Yes! Oh, man. We've waited almost 12 years for this to happen. I know you guys are like, why are you excited about this? I want to say it so bad. If you're watching the originals here, I don't want to fuck it up for y'all, man. But Grimmjow's a fucking badass, okay? He's a pure fucking badass. Now, the only thing I didn't like was his transformation. Like, I'm telling you, when they don't, if they never did transformations on here and they allowed these people to just stay in human form, oh, they're so fucking thorough. Oh, but Grimmjow's back. Grimmjow's back, baby. And Grimmjow's a bad guy, by the way. Very bad person. Very bad. He was fuck, man. Grimmjow's fucking, even his backstory was sick. Oh my gosh. Y'all gotta wait like almost 2 years to even hear about that shit. That's the crazy part. I'm just Grimmjow's here, y'all. That's all I can say. I know you guys are like, what? Grimmjow's here. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Grimmjow just made the whole episode. Actually, yeah, Grimmjow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm good now. We're good. Grimmjow's back. I'm just putting it out there. We're good. All we need now is Nell to come back. I'm in there. Yeah. I'm yeah. We need Nell. Nell Nell's disgusting too, also, by the way. Very disgusting. But fucking Grimmjow is just, I think he's the only surviving Espada too. Ichigo doesn't kill his opponents at all. He doesn't kill them. He actually has a very hard time killing them for some reason. And that's why probably Uryu probably had the upper hand there, because he just refuses to get rid of fucking folks. And that's why Aizen is still here, by the way. So yeah, that's that episode. And biggest takeaway, Grimmjow's back. That's all I can really tell you guys. He's here. He's here to stay. All right. So they really have pulled off all the stops to try to take out these last remaining folks, these last remaining Quincy's. And I can't wait for the rest of this season. I can't wait until tomorrow night. And also Arcane comes out tomorrow. Arcane season 2. The first 3 episodes come out, and they just want me to be happy. And I appreciate TV, Netflix, and Disney Plus and Hulu for allowing this to happen for me. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not exactly for me, but it's for me. That's how I feel like. It's just they said we want to make Andrew Cruz as happy as possible, and I was like, do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. And yeah, they're doing it and doing it well. Yeah, that was a LL Cool J line for you, and you're welcome for leaving with that. Grimmjow's back. Fuck, yo. All right. And also, Grimmjow's back. Fuck yes. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys go out and watch Bleach. Hopefully this was a good explanation in my own words. I know I'm not doing it like traditionally, but maybe this is cooler. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, then I will just go do robotic shit. You know what I mean? I'm here for the fans for this one because I want you guys to understand my love for this show. Like, oh my gosh. I do want to give you guys backstories, especially people that you don't know yet. That you, especially if you're just getting into it, I don't want to ruin it for you. Like their appearance into the show because it's thorough as fuck. So, especially Grimmjow. When Grimmjow comes in, oh, fuck. I know I keep bringing him up. I'm sorry. We're done. We're done. We don't be bringing him up no more. Grimmjow's back. Okay. So, yes. Yeah, that's the episode for today. I wasn't even supposed to do it for this long, but I did because it's just I do what I do, baby. I just make it do what I do, baby. And just like to everybody know, the regular podcast will be only mostly nerd shit, okay, and probably sports things too. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's all we're gonna do. And I'm really thinking about bringing back cruising around the world. It's a thought. It is a thought, but with that, I would like to say thank you so much for listening to the Cruising Podcast. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. And where you can find Bleach is on Hulu and also on Disney Plus. This I'm telling you right now, Thousand Years Blood War. The third core is, I think it's only subtitles for right now. It's in Japanese and subtitles, of course. So if you don't feel like reading, I completely understand. I have to because I'm doing this show. And also, if I would do it if I didn't have to. So with that, I like to say I love all of you so much. Thank you for bearing with me with my political talk too, by the way. I if you have bared through it, I'm sorry. But that I'm done. I won't be talking. I'm dead ass serious. I won't be doing that shit ever again. I didn't. I got pissed off. Okay, I was mad. And I shouldn't have made that a Patreon episode. I might even still make it into a Patreon episode because that y'all don't deserve that. Y'all don't deserve that. So we'll definitely be back to doing nerd shit. And okay, next week possibly have a guest coming on. Possibly. Also, I need to talk about Penguin and Agatha all along next week. Both series finales. The series finale for Penguin is this week, and then Agatha already has ended, so we'll talk about both. Okay, all the way through, because Disney and fucking Max is cooking. They are both cooking at the same time, and we need to talk about that. So with that, I like to say I love all of you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for staying here with me. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.